bilateral meetings with two other counterparts as well, including Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister of Australia. The leaders were seen exchanging warm hugs before they entered into these meetings. What was also striking that this is going to be Joe Biden's farewell Quad summit, and the bonhomie between Joe Biden and Prime Minister Modi was there for everyone to see. These discussions, both the bilateral and the Quad summit, took place at Joe Biden's personal residence. During this visit, Prime Minister Modi is also going to be addressing a diaspora event. That is going to happen later today. But what transpired overnight for us, India time, is the Quad Leaders Summit. It's meant to strengthen international collaboration amongst the four member countries. What was highlighted during this Quad meeting is that the Quad grouping is here to stay. We do not want to work against anybody else. We want to strengthen our own interests, is the message that came to the fore from the Prime Minister and other stakeholders of the Quad grouping as well. Additionally, the Prime Minister, during this three-day visit, is scheduled to address the Summit of the Future at United Nations General Assembly. That's going to take place in New York tomorrow. Prime Minister Modi's trip aims to enhance relations between India and the US specifically. It focuses on key issues of technology, trade and regional security. Several of these agreements were signed during that bilateral between Joe Biden and Prime Minister Modi as well.
एमटेक जो के रूप में आप जिस प्रकार से इस शहर और डेलावेयर से जुड़े रहे हैं, कुछ वैसा ही रिश्ता आपका क्वाड से भी रहा है। आपके नेतृत्व में 2021 में पहली समिट का आयोजन किया गया और इतने कम समय में हमने अपने सहयोग को हर दिशा में अभूतपूर्व तरीके से बढ़ाया है। इसमें व्यक्तिगत रूप से आपकी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका रही है। मैं क्वाड के लिए आपकी दृढ़ प्रतिबद्धता, आपके नेतृत्व और आपके योगदान के लिए आपको हृदय से धन्यवाद देता हूं। फ्रेंड्स, हमारी बैठक ऐसे समय हो रही है जब विश्व तनावों और संघर्षों से घिरा हुआ है। ऐसे में साझा डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज के आधार पर क्वाड का मिलकर साथ चलना पूरी मानवता के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। हम किसी के खिलाफ नहीं हैं। हम सभी एक रूल्स बेस्ड इंटरनेशनल ऑर्डर, संप्रभुता और क्षेत्रीय अखंडता के सम्मान और सभी मसलों के शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से हल निकालने के समर्थन करते हैं। फ्री, ओपन, इंक्लूसिव और प्रॉस्परस इंडो पैसिफिक हमारी साझा प्राथमिकता और साझा प्रतिबद्धता है। हमने मिलकर हेल्थ सिक्योरिटी, क्रिटिकल एंड इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजीज, क्लाइमेट चेंज, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग जैसे क्षेत्रों में कई सकारात्मक और समावेशी इनिशिएटिव लिए हैं। हमारा मैसेज साफ है, क्वाड इज हियर टू स्टे, टू असिस्ट, टू पार्टनर एंड टू कॉम्प्लीमेंट। मैं एक बार फिर राष्ट्रपति बाइडेन और सभी साथियों का अभिवादन करता हूं। 2025 में क्वाड लीडर्स समिट का आयोजन भारत में करने में हमें खुशी होगी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
In practice, the Quad Cancer Moonshot means more collaboration between our hospitals, research centers, and cancer foundations, more investment in screenings, treatment, and research, and more exchanges between our countries to improve vaccination rates all across the region. Right now, only 1 in 10 women across the Indo-Pacific, which is the most populated part of the world, have received HPV vaccinations for cervical cancer. So I'm proud to announce that our four countries, the leaders behind me, and many organizations here today are committing over $150 million for HPV screening and therapeutics. And next year, doctors and nurses from the U.S. Navy will begin a program to train Indo-Pacific counterparts in conducting cervical cancer screening and vaccination so we can reach every woman in the region. And it matters. Folks, let me close with this. During my first year as president, I received a letter from a mother from Tennessee. She'd been recently diagnosed with cervical cancer. She said she experienced every emotion, from denial to anger to fear to grief. Jill and I remember those feelings as well. But when she asked herself, what am I going to do? Am I going to give up? Am I going to fight? She answered, I choose to fight. We've got to choose to fight. Choose to fight as a society. Ladies and gentlemen, today America, Australia, India, and Japan choose to fight.
My colleague Aman Sharma has been getting us all the inputs from on ground, getting us all the buzz around the diaspora event that's going to take place later today. But as far as the Quad Summit goes, that just concluded, the highlight, of course, is that Quad is here to stay. It's not a threat to any other grouping, but interests of these four countries are going to be paramount. Aman getting us that perspective. Aman, the Quad Summit just concluded and the message is very clear. Terrorism is high on agenda. Fighting terrorism is high on agenda since we are since the world is witnessing at least two different conflicts at the moment.
In Delaware today, 2 to 3 major things have happened. Number one, I think Prime Minister Modi in his opening address set the tone for the Quad Summit with this message of peace and harmony and saying that conflicts and especially violent conflicts have no place in this world. When the Prime Minister said that, the world is rocked by conflict and war and we should follow a rule-based international order. We should follow sovereignty of countries and we stand for, territorial integrity of countries. These are very important statements because the Prime Minister clearly laying it out in the room that, look, we are as a democratic partners of Quad need to stand up for these things and we need to reassert. And these comments, Poonam, come just after the PM's visits to Russia and Ukraine. And in fact, if we read out if I read out from the statement issued by the White House over the bilateral meeting between Narendra Modi and Joe Biden just before the Quad, that statement, to quote from it, is saying that India is at the forefront of efforts to seek solutions to the rising pressing challenges, including the conflicts which are happening around the world. And Prime Minister Biden appreciated Prime Minister Modi's visits to Poland and Ukraine. So in a way, in the US is also in a way saying that, look, Prime Minister Modi's efforts in going to Ukraine as well as Russia before that, in a way, are pointing towards maybe a solution emerging or the contours of a solution emerging in the next few months or days about how this war between Russia and Ukraine can be stopped. I think the other important point in the whole discussions today have been about how the UN Security Council, how President Biden has again reaffirmed his commitment to India's inclusion in a permanent spot in the UN Security Council. Another very important statement from the readout of the White House on the meeting between Joe Biden and Narendra Modi. Another things, I think what PM said, that the Quad is here to stay. The Quad is for the global good. And the Prime Minister also getting a lot of appreciation from the fellow Quad members on India's role in the Pacific, how India has emerged as a strong voice of the Pacific. The Prime Minister also asking for a free, secure, Pacific, which is, I think, also a subtle message to China by all the Quad leaders today that, that is the way things will be and the Quad mechanism is growing stronger by the year. An interesting factoid, Poonam, when in the joint photograph, when a journalist asked President Biden that what will be the future of Quad, first to know, remember elections, President Biden placed a hand over Mr. Modi's shoulder that Quad will go on much beyond November. And the Indian camp is now seeing this gesture and statement in a way that because India will be hosting the Quad Summit next year in 2025, President Narendra Modi would now be taking in a way the leadership role in the Quad. And Modi in fact thanked Mr. Biden for his leadership of the Quad since 2021 after it was first started. So I think a big packed day today. Will still wait for the Quad final statement, which will come, the leader statement, which is still to come as the meeting is still on. But I think significant takeaways from the statements today are that India's emerging role as a peacemaker, as some people here told me, Aman ka Shanti Doot bankar kya Modi ji US aaye hain after going to Russia and Ukraine. I think that is something which needs to be kept a close eye on, with Mr. Biden even admitting in the joint statement, in the statement from the White House, that India has taken a pioneering role in these efforts when regarding these conflicts are concerned.